Hey, it has been a while since I have been on here to do a long form video. I think last time I posted a long form video, we were just getting ready to move. I was decorating for Christmas, and it is now May, which wow. So we moved from Ohio to North Carolina, and as soon as we moved, essentially a lot of things just happened that were just completely out of our control. And you know, in the end, it all is a blessing. A lot of things happened when we were moving down here, which is why I haven't really posted any long form videos. I think I posted a short form video of like my car breaking down, and I had to stay with my grandparents in Ohio for a little bit while my husband moved down here. And then we were staying at an Airbnb waiting to move into this house that we are now in. And as soon as we moved into this house, I broke my wrist. I don't know if you can see the scar, but I tripped on a tree stump in the yard when we were moving some stuff in, and I ended up having to get surgery, and I kind of out of commission for a hot minute there. But I've been doing occupational therapy. I'm finishing up with that here in the next week, and then I go back to the doctor for hopefully the final x-ray and checkup on my wrist. But yeah, it was not I was not expecting that. I had never broken a bone before, so that was like a whole new experience for me. But I am very excited that I'm finally like able to do stuff again, and I'm able to write again. So I wanted to go ahead and unbox the new Daily Grind planner that I got. This box just came today. I was hoping it would come before May 1st, but it didn't, and that's okay. I'll just set it up for this next week since tomorrow's Sunday, since I'm filming this on a Saturday. So let's go ahead and get into what I got. I went ahead and got the bundle that came with a candle. So this is the candle that came with the one that I got. And I have not gotten a new version of her candles since they started making them like this. So this is supposed to smell like a certain cocktail that you can get at Disney World and Disneyland. And it smells so good. It smells like summer. Smells like a rum cocktail, which when I do choose to drink, rum is definitely my liquor of choice. But this smells so good, and I love how this feels and looks. And it says life is a party, and then under it says tiki zombie drink, which it definitely smells like that. I love this. I cannot wait to burn this. I've been wanting a summer candle since it started to get warmer. A huge difference I've found since moving down to the south is it definitely gets warmer down here way quicker than it does back in Ohio. I remember spring used to be like my least favorite season ever because it still just felt gloomy and cloudy and just wet and rainy all the time. But down here it's like bright and sunny. The only thing I was not expecting was like the clouds of pollen that happen. But anyway, I'm so excited to start burning that while I'm planning with this new planner. So here is the cover of the one that I got. It's supposed to be like a tiki bar kind of setup. I love this. This is so pretty. Oh, there's like foil detail too. I don't know if you can see that or not. There's like foil detail on it. I'm so excited to use this. Since I can now write again, it now doesn't bother me to write as much. I'm so excited to get back into using my daily grind planners. But this is so pretty. And then this is the inside, which still has that foil detail. It says embrace the wild and unknown with open arms. I love that because I feel like I definitely did that when we were moving down here. Didn't really know what to expect during the move. So, and then here's like a map. I love that. This reminds me so much of Trader Sam's and Jungle Cruise, two things that I absolutely love when I go to Disney World or Disneyland. But yeah, this is just summer vibes for me. And then these are the discs that come with this one. And I love that in this collection, all of the discs look like a little compass. So yeah, I'm so excited to put this together. I cannot wait. And then these are the dividers that match this planner specifically, which definitely has like, it's like tiki birds and stuff all through it. That's so cool. I love these. So it came with 4 dividers and then 2 sheets of the label stickers, which sometimes there's like a special font that they use with each one. But this looks like just the normal font. There's like one that's cursive and then one that's just regular type. And then this one says it's This one says it's the months, and then this one says it's different categories. So very cool. I always have to like hold these up to the light because it's white on white, very hard to see which one's which when I'm putting this together. But here are all of the dividers, which I love how like tropical and tiki these are. This says chart a course through nature's hidden wonders. This one says beyond familiar shore, true discovery begins, and they all have that foil detail. This one says embrace the unknown for it shapes who we become, which I also like. And then this one says having the courage to explore sets you apart as extraordinary. Again, that foil detail. But yeah, I love all of these. I'm so excited. It also reminds me of the Polynesian Village at Disney World. So yeah, this is all so much fun. I absolutely love this planner design. They came out with 2 other ones for the daily grind. So I picked this one just because every time like I think of summer, I think of like tropical drinks and going to Disney World and going to Trader Sam's and going on the Jungle Cruise and going and exploring the Polynesian Village. I even had a candle at one point that smelled like the Polynesian Village lobby. If you know what scent I'm talking about, you know. So yeah, it's one of my favorite scents. It just brings me back to like vacation happy times. The smell of this candle also brings me back to vacation happy times. So then the next thing that I got to go along with this one is the planning system that's specifically for this size planner. So it's exactly like half the size of the normal planner. I guess since they came out with the half size ones, they went ahead and like updated this a little bit. I didn't get the original half size planners just because we were like moving. I didn't really have a permanent address at the time where I could send stuff to, but that's okay. I'm excited that this one came out because I love this one so much. I was so excited to see it. So I'm also excited to start doing the daily grind system again. I just had to take a break. There were some days after surgery, I was so tired. I just would get up, work from my computer, and then go back to bed. I was so exhausted for the longest time. I'm so happy to have energy back. Like, you have no idea. So then the other thing that they came out with this collection were more half-size inserts. I went ahead and got 2 packs of the lined filler paper, just so I can like take notes. I also like to journal a lot, so I figured I could journal in this and then also have my planner, because normally they go like hand in hand with stuff that I'm trying to accomplish. So I was very excited to see that now they even have like bundles with the half-size inserts, so you get a little bit of a discount if you buy multiple. So it's also great. But I love the daily grind. It has helped me so much with change. Also, I bought all of this with my own money. This was not sent to me or anything. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just a huge fan of this planning system and really believe that it works and it really helps. So how about we go ahead and start putting it together? So I'm so excited. So I'm just gonna make a little bit of room here for this. So we have the half size cover. I'm going to go ahead and pop in the discs. This used to take me a very long time to do until I finally figured out how to do it. And you also always get an extra one of these, which I find helpful just in case you ever lose one of these, like I almost just did. So the other thing I love about this is these are reversible. So depending on which one you want to be the outside, you can. I think I want this one to be the front cover. Like I keep going back and forth. I don't know. All right, so I think I'm gonna set it up like this. I don't know though. So I think I'm gonna actually have this one as the outside, so that then when you open it up, you see like these. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so to like pop these in, I always go one at a time and pop them in on one side, and then I pop them in on the other side, which originally I didn't know. When I got my very first planner, I actually didn't know how to set these up. So it took me a hot minute to figure that out. All right, so I have all of these on, and then I have my one extra. So I'm just gonna put the cap back on it. So then whenever I decide to get another one, I can pop all these off and put them back in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this one on now. Okay, so have that set up so now it's spiral. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put the dividers in. So this is kind of similar. I just like to lay it flat and go ahead and pop it in one at a time, just like that. And then I will turn this, and there we go. And I think this was the next one. Okay, I have it in the wrong order, which it doesn't really matter what order you put them in. I just am very specific on it. Couldn't even tell you why. I'm not specific on a lot of things. So then here's the fun part, is putting the labels on these and just figuring out how you're gonna set it up. So you have to like look in the sun with these. Okay, so it has the months in both the script and the regular font. I think I'm gonna go with script font for this one. Okay, so since it's May, I'm gonna go ahead and my cat's chewing on the plastic. So for the first one, I think I'm going to maybe not do the month. I think I'll do the next one as the month. So yeah, I just like to put it on just like that. So then it says May. All right, so then categories, innovation, creative. Okay, I think this one is where I'm gonna put the Wheel of Life portion of the planner. So I'm gonna actually just take the daily grind sticker and I'm gonna put that one first, just so I can flip back to it when I need to. So there's that one, and then May for the month. And then I think this one I'm gonna do the weekly spread as part of it. And then I think this one I'm gonna do the weekly / day. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put this week's sticker. I only like to put 1 month at a time in these so they don't get too bulky. And then I also like to put like a journaling section for my last section that I can flip to. All right, so then there's the journal sticker, which I feel kind of silly putting May in the script font to start and the daily grind in the script font, but I think it's fine. This is really however you want to make it. There's no right or wrong way to do this, which is another reason that I like this, because you can just put in what you need and not put in what you don't need. So now I have all my stickers on my dividers. So then the next step is to start putting in your inserts. Just for now, I'm gonna take this all out, but I'm gonna keep this and put it off to the side so I can stick it back in. Okay, so the first part is always just this card. And then there's a little how-to on how you're gonna do it that they included in this one specifically, which I'm actually gonna go ahead and put this in here just because since it's been a hot minute since I've done one of these, I'm going to go ahead and have a little bit of a refresher. And then this was the first page that I want to put on here, which is your Wheel of Life that you go through and you're essentially able to figure out where you're at in certain aspects of your life. So I'm gonna put this on the next page, okay? And then you always do the next 4 months of the 12 page, which is your biggest goal for the next 4 months, how you're going to make it happen, and then how you will celebrate, which is so important for when you hit a milestone to celebrate it, which I feel like we don't do enough of in our society. So I'm gonna put that after the Wheel of Life, just so I can flip back to this. Oh, and then this must be new. So overview of the first month of the year. Yeah, this is definitely a newer portion of it. I didn't realize that you could plan out the whole year. So this is new. That's cool. Okay, I like that. Okay, so I have those after that. And then this is the month ahead focus and goals flow. So I'm actually going to I actually might take this one out to start and switch them around so that then it's after the tab. Again, another reason I love these planning systems is because you just take it out and switch it. Okay, so that, and then this will be May. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the month ahead for May. Okay, and then this is also goes with this, but then this also has your first week. So I'll just have to remember the first week will actually be part of the first month. Okay, so this is actually just like an overlay of the week ahead, which this is also new. I like this page. I do like these pages. I like that you can see your whole week just like that. Okay, so then the first one is on the first month ahead. And then this week is where you'll actually put in all of your goals. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in enough pages for the first week. And then there's always a past week insert that you go through at the end of the week. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in a month's worth of these just to start the month, which I feel like I always try to put in too many and then they don't go in correctly. So I just have to turn through and make sure they're in there real good so I don't lose pages. But I love this like mini setup. I didn't see the first version that they did of this, but I guess that they updated it. But yeah, this is very exciting. Okay, so I have 1 week of goals ready to start in here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put in a month's worth. So I just go through until it comes up with the next month page, even if I don't need that many since I am starting a week into May. May kind of started wonky this time around. Okay, so then there's always a past month card that you go through too. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in these into the planner, and then I should be able to just move this tab each week as we go. That's just the easiest way I'm able to keep track of it. Again, you can do whatever you want with these, which I love. There's no right or wrong way to set it up. Okay, and then the last one is journal. So I'm going to put in one of these. I just like to have space to write out thoughts and ideas as they come to me. I was very excited about this half-sized insert specifically because I like to write out and journal so much, and I just always have so many thoughts going on in my head. So there we go. And that is how I set up my planner. So just flip through it real quick. Here's the cover, and then on the inside you have like the tiki bar. So I kind of like how I set this up because it is kind of like a hideaway like Trader Sam's is at the Polynesian. And then I have the daily grind, just to start with the life wheel and just the how-to on how to do it. I'm glad that they put this together because it's such a nice refresh of where to go for things and how to come up with your goals. And then just the months. I'm so excited to fill this out, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna film that or not, just because my goals tend to be very personal to me. But I like setting it up this way because then it's not super bulky and I'm able to flip through it a lot easier. My very first planner of the daily grind system, I put this entire thing into one of the full-size ones. I couldn't flip through it at all. It was very hard to. So I'm going to go ahead and put the cover back on this, and then I'm going to take the plastic it came in and I'm going to just slip it back inside. And then I have my desk drawer here. I just like to put it back in the desk drawer so that then I know where it's at. And then I'm also going to take the other filler paper as well as these stickers, so when I have to go back through and change the month, I can just slip that in there as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my extra wheel in there, and then this I'm just gonna recycle. So I am very excited for like my planning sessions each week to light this and then put on the playlist that they created and then flip through this. So excited. I can't wait. And there you have it. That is how I went ahead and put together my travel size daily grind planner. Let me know down in the comments if you also bought one of these, if you're going to buy one of these, or if you've ever done the daily grind system before. I would love to know down in the comments. So be sure to go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel if you are also very much into Disney, self-care, goal setting, coziness like me. And yeah, I enjoy doing this and sitting down with you guys. It feels so good to be filming again. I've missed this so much, and I hope you have a great, magical, wonderful day. Okay, bye.